Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and we're going to do some of the same stuff that I always do in this video. I'm going to open up some stuff at the very end. However, I want to show you guys some stuff that I bought and talk about it a little bit for those of you who are just listening to me. And then I'm going to talk about some things we got in on consignment as well. So the first thing up we have right here is a Scyther EX. Now this was in on consignment. The guy didn't pay, he got relisted, and that guy didn't pay, I believe, again. So the guy reached out to me and was like, hey man, let's make it fun. And he said the first person to pull a hollow Scyther gets this card thrown in for free. So he's donating it. He's donating it to all of you who have been... Whoa, what is that light doing? Alright. Sorry, sometimes this light over here flickers. Did electrical in this building, so I guess it's not too surprising that that happens every now and then, and then I can smack the wall and it actually stops. But so for all these people who are letting us open up their jungle packs here on the channel, whether they be unweighed or heavy, he didn't say, so any of the packs that get opened up, the first person who pulls a Scyther will get this card chunked in for free, and we'll let it sit there in the background until that happens. And I think that's pretty cool, so definitely appreciate that. This next one looks like CS11, that's what's going to be in the title for most of these. Sending in a pretty cool Espeon collection, so he has a Neo Discovery Hollow PSA 9, got a Delta Species 9. This is the Town on No Map first edition. Got Dark Espeon. These are all Japanese. I've got the Annie's Espeon and then the Will's Espeon. I gotta say, I kind of prefer the artwork a little bit on the Annie's one, but then again, the Will's Espeon, I don't know. Neither one of these I connect to either one of those trainers, but there's a lot of Verse Series stuff like that. Got a Pikachu. Then we have a poker card. This one's a pristine 10. The gold poker set. And then we have a 9.5 for the Japanese Espeon EX from Unseen Forces. Let's see, Silvery Ocean. One of these days I'm going to go through and remember all of the actual names for the EX series, but a lot of times that stuff is split up and I'm just not completely aware of what's going on there. Alright, we have another consignment here. This one has some pretty cool cards in it. One of them a little bit more unique. So we have a Charizard 9 from Evolutions. Doesn't that color seem a little bit more orangey to you? Then we have a pre-release. This is from Vivid Voltage. And this one is a 7 Charizard. And if you notice, it's actually pretty deep. It's a deep red. I put Ruby ? Into the title because to me this one has a much stronger color, but I don't know if those of you who actually collect the Ruby Charizards, and the only thing I mean by that is the much deeper red color, if this one would actually be considered one or not. I'm kind of letting you look at it. You can see on the back, like here's he submitted a 7, 8, and a 9, and you can see like this one is clearly the darkest of the three, and in person it shows up quite a bit more. So in the backs, of course you can't really tell any difference there. But I thought that was pretty cool, so that's why if you guys do look this up and see it in the title, the word Ruby, that's why, because there is a market for that. Here we've got a Charizard EX. This is the illustration one with that Venusaur attacking him again. Brave Venusaur. We've got a Charizard Gold Star. This is a 1. You know, I bet if you had this graded by BGS or CGC, you would do a lot better than a 1, even though it's got creases all over it. I mean, I don't know, I've seen some really bad, really bad cards in BGS slabs that didn't get that low. Here we got a Charizard GX from Hidden Fates, the SV49. Every time I see this card now, I kind of just quickly glance at the wings. I believe the one that has like this reddish tint right here, this is supposedly an earlier print, and then the orange a little bit later, but that could have just been something like with the factory, where you know, we might have had some red ones that come in the later print. Like there was just, you know, maybe one factory somewhere or one part of a print where we saw some come through that had like the orangish wings. But for the most part, it's only a slight color variation. And this one definitely has the red wings, but it makes me want to pursue finding an orange wing one just so that I can have it for the collection. Next up, we have a Charizard GX from Burning Shadows, pulled the 8. Here we've got the Japanese Charizard GX with the 10. Then we got Champion's Path Charizard V in the 10. Got a poncho wearing Pikachu. This is for the Mega Charizard Y, and then we also have the Mega Charizard X, both in 9s. Then we have both Rayquazas. I'm not sure what the difference is. This one's shiny and that one's not. I'm not really sure. And then we've got the Magikarp and the Gyarados. I believe he wanted me to make sure that I mentioned that some of these are in sequential order. Sorry, he had also mentioned to me that he wanted me to show his YouTube, so I'm going to show that here at the very end. But like this one right here, these are not sequential, but some of these are. So you got like a, where's that? I thought he said they were. Like these two are. You got the Charizard with the 9.5 and the 9.6. See them right there. These are not either, but they're pretty close. Well, they're about 100th off. But you get both the Magikarp and the Gyarados. Then we've got a Red's Pikachu. And then last but not least, we do have sequential for the Mario Pikachu and the Luigi Pikachu, both full arts. And then both in Mint 9, so kept it pretty consistent. Pretty cool cards. I like seeing these kind of cards come through because they usually do really well. And these were all sent by, you're going to see some of my little checklist. On the back side of this business card that was blank from Vistaprint, I wrote down some stuff that I need to order, some large bubble mailers. I had to do an IG post, shipping labels. But this is his YouTube channel. I haven't checked it out myself, but it's I Want a Turtle, CS2. That will let you know that's all of his stuff. Alright, next up, I got this from Heritage. This Team Rocket booster box. And I like the fact that they've got these seals over it, kind of like that. Void. And I can also just put it back in here, let me know exactly where I got it from. But we're down to the last 8 packs or so on the Team Rocket box. What I'll probably do is once that runs out, we may end up going into this one. I'll just have to see the demand. It's a lot slower on this one. That first one sold out in like 5 hours. The second one, it's been a week or so. We've almost sold through it, but still got some packs left. So I may hold off on this one, but it could be one of those things where if we go through another dry spell again, I will put it up for sale. Got this for a pretty decent price. I think it was about $10.5 after they added insurance and all that jazz. Next up, a non-Pokemon project. So this is Magic the Gathering Dominaria. It's a sealed booster box. I don't know anything about this booster box. I was listening to Rudy, and every now and then I'll just listen to his stuff when he talks about the market and things. And for those of you who you have kids or whatever, he's definitely calmed down quite a bit, but he does cuss from here and there some, so I try to limit that, but just want to make sure you're aware. But he puts out really good content, and I really like listening to some of the stuff he has to say. And he just mentioned, this is a beautiful set, and I don't know, the way he said it just kind of reminded me of how I felt about certain sets in Pokemon. And so I just thought, you know what, with my knowledge of knowing that I have none when it comes to this set, I'm going to just take a flyer. I'm going to just go buy some of this set and just see what happens and let it sit for 5 years and see where it goes. I think they're about $250-ish or so. You can get them on TCG Player for about $20 cheaper. I bought some off of there as well. And then I bought some off of eBay. I think I bought about 20 boxes, and I'm just gonna set them back. I'm gonna see what happens to them, and then I'll, maybe I'll try to sell them. One of those blind investment type deals. Probably not the best thing to do with your money, especially since I don't know much about that set. But the way he said it reminded me a lot of how there's certain items that I like to invest in Pokemon. So I thought, let's just give it a try, because a lot of times when he talks about this stuff with Magic, I don't really ever listen to it, because the only thing I invest in Magic usually is Alpha. Like, I like the Alpha cards. I'm still working on a set. I think I'm down to about 30 cards or so that I need. Actually, might be even less than that. But hopefully I'll finish that out in time. Last thing I got in on consignment was this right here. Definitely not least, we have the Mewtwo First Edition base set, Gem Mint 10. Boy, does it look good. See it right there. The only thing that I saw on the card that as a collector I might not like is, you can kind of tell right here, sometimes when they cut cards, I've shown this in the video before, you can kind of see some of the white edge of the card. Like, you can definitely tell that's not damaged, but I can see a little bit of that, and some people may perceive that as damage. PSA did not. In fact, you can't even see it really unless you're, like, at certain angles and other angles you can definitely see it. So I did want to point that out for those of you who are looking. I do have scans of front and back in the listing, but it should be starting tomorrow night, Sunday night, and yeah, we'll see where it goes. I know there's been some recent pretty high sales on PWCC, but you never know with them. eBay, we'll see if it fetches near those prices, or if it's come down since some of the people have left the market that may have been buying it. Or who knows, maybe those same people will be back. All right, now let's jump into. We're going to open up one booster pack. The guy, he bought 2 packs, wanting 1 ship sealed, 1 open. Both of these are heavy. This is for Matthias. I think I forgot an extra T in there. It says, "Hey Rusty, I'm really hoping for a Snorlax. Man, aren't we all? Or an evolution. Any evolution would be nice with the same luck. You pulled the Shining Tyranitar from the Nia Destiny packs last year. Man, that's pretty cool. You come back. Yeah, you did really good there. So, I hope that you can do well with this one as well. Evolutions, Snorlax. Yeah, those are always great pulls from Jungle. I'm starting to get excited. We're getting closer. I'm going to be in Nashville in a couple weeks. Hopefully I'm going to visit Jim Mint. He's supposed to be out there. Somebody else is supposed to be. I'm supposed to meet them too. We're going out there for a concert. We're going to go a few days early, just to, because it's Nashville. We've never been there, and I think we want to go see the American Pickers place. Can't remember what else. My wife, she likes to plan all this stuff out. Let's see what we got here. Man, that looks good from the backside. As good as that looks on the backside, man, I would say that is not Snorlax. that's just par for the course for Snorlax. He's always got some issues going on. Alright, so we start off with the Jigglypuff. We did see that one, so that's a good pull. Got the Oddish, Cubone, Meowth, nice. Bellsprout, Spearow, Eevee. Can we get a Pikachu? Oh wait, we already been through. There are no more commons. Got the Rhydon, Seeking, and Gloom. Overall, not bad. Alright, here we go. What are we going to get for the holo? Hey, another Pinsir. So, you didn't get Snorlax or the Evolutions, but you got a nice looking Pinsir. Man, you can see that holo shift a little bit there too. See right there with that non-holo line. It's almost looks like it's got a little bit of a line at the top too. That's pretty cool. I wish it was more heavily shifted. Man, these packs would be going so fast if that was the case. But I'm not seeing, you guys see any print lines? Man, that's a good looking card. Pretty well centered. I see a few dots of silver along the top, but I don't think that'd be enough to detract. Pretty well centered. Good thick yellow border. The backside, man, that's some pretty clean edges. Maybe, hold on. Gosh, you really got to zoom in. We're getting there. There's that little white dot. Make out my fingerprint from that. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys bidding on some of these auctions. Got some pretty cool stuff coming up. Had a lot more auctions kind of come in as soon as I said that I hadn't had any in a few days. So be on the lookout for those, and thanks for watching.